Greetings, this is Bloodrill and welcome back to Let's Play Technobabylon. Alrighty. Last time we found a note and we were showing it to people. I think I... How did we him? I don't remember.
What do you think of this, Mr. Stepford?
Oh my, a note to the bomber. Perhaps whomever sent it had data security.
Yeah.
One certainly...
What do you think of this, Mr. Stepford?
No?
Perhaps one...
The guy behind?
What do you make of this, Mr. Ron?
What it say?
You can't read English?
English second language. I got secretary for that.
You don't say.
Ah, Dr. Regis. Might I have a word in private?
What the...
We're alone?
As alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
Might be. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I believe that your inquiry will find only one credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed responsible for the attack.
Unexpected? How?
You lied to us. The governor's a fake then. I'm sure your voters would love to find that out.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not. My assistant hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully.
You'd better have a
Is it
real
a-
good reason for all this.
For various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
Yes.
Of course. Things have gone downhill since he got involved in my case.
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible. I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My
Oh.
career, my family would be ruined.
So instead of turning you in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
You've spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to talk.
What I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done.
Just kill that
After
poor
this
woman.
is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has done his own.
You nearly killed us all with that bomber.
I apologize most sincerely for that, Dr. Regis. Had I known someone such as yourself would be present, I would have found other means. Please, consider what this means for the city.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Though effective, I've no doubt.
Who tried to kill us?
After finding enough evidence to exclude all other parties.
Why do I choose? That's weird.
The only conclusion possible is that Councillor Dean is responsible.
What?
My word.
Andrew, is this true?
See? He not say anything. Otherwise, he have to tell truth.
Yes, I am responsible. I acted to save my family from my mistakes. I joined this project to protect the city that I love. The rest of you are backstabbing cowards, out to loot Newton for your own gain.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Counselor. That leaves us only one option, I'm afraid. Liam.
Someone's taking a flight.
What? What are you doing? Wait, stop!
Yep, I expected that.
Poor dear Counselor Dean. Tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
You're completely insane.
We're doing what we have to, Charlie. As promised,
they are
the information you require.
evil
The man who
criminals.
has your kids,
What do
your
you expect?
mindjacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie. Remember, I'm always here if you need my help.
I wonder what happens if you pick the other
The
guy.
uptake reports came in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the embryo.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
Yes.
It would have taken months to get approval from the city council, so we used our own.
Yours. You and Charlie.
They're healthy, and they got all the right uptake markers.
Oh, I'm just kind of surprised Charlie agreed to it, given
Yeah.
his previous line of work and all. You have told him, haven't you?
I was going to find a way.
That explains why he's on the warpath, then.
Oh, nuke me. How did he find out?
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
The sound so loud again.
Dr. Chigwa, may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not...
Get out! Dr. Baxter just congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for gengineering.
I'm sorry I hadn't told you yet. Dr. Vargas was having enough trouble stalling the council. We needed to start showing results,
bullshit.
so I made the decision for both of us.
Yeah, that's
You
bullshit.
didn't think I'd object if I knew beforehand?
Well, no. Using our own embryos was the right thing to do to keep the project afloat.
You have no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do. You're mad because I didn't talk with you about it first.
No! Well, yes, I am, but that's not why I feel like this.
I understand it was a big decision. We've invested a lot of time and energy into having kids. I'd probably be upset in your position, but I'd have hoped you'd trust me to make choices for the
Why?
both of us.
Oh God, you haven't understood what's wrong with this at all.
You know, sometimes your old world sensibilities are charming, but not this time. What is it they believe where you're from? That life begins at conception?
You know damn well what I've done with human gengineering in the past. I'm well past being able to object for moral reasons.
We're only using one, maybe two of the embryos we've got for the project. The other 4 are still stored at Alrecis.
It's not a matter of whether we can make more or not. We could have thousands of embryos on standby. It'd still be wrong.
It's not as if we're bringing the embryos to term. Their lives aren't going to be affected by the alterations we're making.
We've already affected them by using them in this role.
Have you seen the uptake results Dr. Chigwa recorded? We've got over 95% success. The neural tissue development is going to be phenomenal.
I don't give a damn about the results.
Those great communication skills they have.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role...
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
You'll just have to deal with it.
Why wouldn't you talk to him first? Since he has such issues. And I guess that's why Baxter killed her. So it wasn't... up to now I thought it was a love triangle sort of thing. But maybe it wasn't, actually. Also, what the hell is wrong with you? It was extremely loud, I don't understand. Well, fancy that. We'll all go to the same place.
That aircon's putting out a lot of heat. Must be working pretty hard in this weather.
Through the window you see a man who looks too well armed to be working on the front desk. Closer than that is his mug of coffee. Right.
It looks like it could be opened, but not from outside.
Do I even have any... I have the injector, but... I need something to inject with. Well, to inject... Something to inject. A material. Alright, through the damage you can make out the itinerary, some long expired special offers, and a message where somebody hacked the text displayed rude ASCII drawings. Okay. Okay.
No.
Map of the world. So I need to break that. Guessing I need to do it from outside.
Hey, be it for all.
You know, what the fuck?
Hello?
We're closed. Hey, be it for all.
Okay. Yeah, it's not really polite.
Can I just...
No, go away.
Right, so friendly. Let's see.
The wetware won't...
Well, the old-fashioned way then.
Oh, damn it. Why'd it have to break tonight?
David. Do I have anything in the injector? Maybe I have some of the barbiturates or whatever the hell they were. Oh yeah, I do have it. Okay.
I can reach it, but he noticed pretty quickly.
Guess he opened it, but I didn't notice. Taking care to ensure that the guard doesn't see, you squeeze a few drops of tranquilizer from the injector into the coffee. How do you drink with the helmet on? Maybe it's not a helmet. It's really powerful, apparently. So I have no idea what I'm doing here. I don't actually remember. Whoa. What am I looking at? I have no idea. Oh, it's a cargo, okay. So I need to do something with the cargo. Zero ideas. Zero.
I don't need to hack it. He did... The wetware... Hello? Guess that tranquilizer did its job.
Can I take his gun? No? Okay then. Oh, great. The password.
It's locked. I figured that huge keypad's got something to do with it.
Oh, great. Right. Apparently these are different airships, maybe. Different dockings. I have no idea. That... How do I know which is the password? Action strength. Let's speak to them.
Salam, Mandela.
Hi. I'm finally at the site. You were right. I can feel the connection.
That is good to hear. You managed to avoid detection in your journey?
Yeah, nobody noticed me. Just some thrall wandering the southwest city. What is it you need me to do here?
We have the ID for their system, but are unable to access it. You must get close enough to it to act as a relay point.
Then your tech teams break into it and find out what their plans are?
Exactly.
I can sense the signal you've mentioned. I've got a visual representation in my Trance hub.
Good. You'll know how close you are to your goal.
If they're trying to hide, why are they broadcasting like this?
Like much of hacking, we must look for mistakes our target makes. What you sense is not intentional on their part.
Oh, so it's seepage? Like inter-system connections they haven't noticed?
Precisely. Many of their own devices communicate wirelessly. Their attempt at security involves limiting the range. They therefore avoid attacks from the net at large.
But if you can get a relay close enough...
Then we may study their signal as though we were by your side.
Do you have any idea why they're after me?
We've suspicions that it's related to your unusually high sync rate. I don't think I've seen a mind-machine interface work so fast outside of a laboratory.
Aha! So you're a scientist.
I thought it was considered poor netiquette to pry into one's outside life.
He has no manners.
Yeah, sorry. Just that this isn't the kind of thing I normally get into.
You feel unsafe and believe that a greater comprehension would alleviate it. I understand perfectly. All you need to know about me is that I'm on your side, Mandala.
Looks like a... Ixa? Vizca? I don't remember. I'm not sure. She speaks like someone we've heard before, but maybe that's my imagination.
You said Cell wasn't out to get me. So why was a Cell agent trying to blow me up?
If he's acting independently of Cell, it means one of two things.
Also be
something about your death would benefit him, or he is being compelled to act in such a way.
I hope it's number 2. If we can stop whoever's behind this first, then it means he's got no reason to come after me.
Let us hope.
What is your breaching team going to do? When I reach the systems, I mean.
We aim to rip their memory drives. Cloning them onto another system allows us to perform more destructive analytics.
Plus, the process would wreck their whole system as well. Better hope they haven't got any people connected to the system. Anyone wired's going to find their brains fried and stored in a mem capsule.
Of course, before this takes place, we will secure a back door to the system. That way we will not depend on you as a relay. You will therefore be able to escape once this has been accomplished.
Okay. You know how I get in the door?
So, the people trying to kill me are working out of an old aerodrome?
Quite so. This air freight business collapsed last year. We suspect it was bought up as a front for this criminal enterprise.
They're storing their data systems in the aerostat? Why don't they just split it up and hide it in the Trance?
Physical security is as much a concern for admins as system integrity. If they suspect someone of getting too close...
They can just take off. I'll get back to you.
Good luck.
That didn't help me much. Some nice backstory, but...
The connection's getting stronger.
I still have that. Okay. The new, yes. There's a war between India, China and Pakistan. Holds the ignoble honor of being the only conflict in history in which all participants resorted to some form of nuclear warfare. Oh, great. Radioactive dust blows off the Himalayas and will continue to do so for centuries. In addition, a number of historic, densely populated cities found themselves the targets of preemptive and retaliatory nuclear strikes. Wow. Great. Oh, they had some sort of radiation removal. Interesting. Whether... Yes... I guess this place isn't really helpful. Actually, let's see... Yep, nothing. Cool. I guess I'll see what... maybe somewhere here. We'll see where I can find the door combination. For now, thank you for watching, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you next time.